every Premier League fixture vital for the league table. And here, Phil Hellmuth with a chance tonight to make it 4 wins in a row. In the purple zone, Vicky Corn and Liz Liu both in action. They need to push on through. Top 3 finish vital to get into the promotional zone. But how about Devilfish, Tony G and Ian Fraser? Tonight could be the separation between the Pounders and the Pavement. Back over on the table. 2 players have joined in Phil Hellmuth's laps of honor. It's hijinks all around.
No. What if you're like you're too heavy? Are you sure? Are you sure? What if you can't? It'll be so bad. I like that.
Which state are you in? There you go.
Thank you very much. Does that mean we're married now?
Nearly. We're on the way.
Right.
We're engaged.
I can honestly say I've never got to a poker table like that before.
You've got to create history, you know. I'm here to make history.
600,000 in chips on the table, 100,000 per player. Yellow's worth 1, blues are 2, and the reds 5,000 apiece. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. The story continues as these 6 sitting down for this match of the league season. And the story, Andy Black, mostly right now concerning these 2. Phil Hellmuth versus the Devilfish. What a relationship they've built.
Yeah, well, as far as I know, they're not lovers. There's certainly a bit of an edge there. Yeah, they've definitely wound each other up the wrong way, and that's what happens whenever 2 mountains collide. And it's going to be fascinating to see what happens here tonight.
Hellmuth, of course, going for 4 out of 4. He has won 3 of these in a row, and who can stop him? Sunglasses on and seat belts at the ready.
You finally realized that.
Once? You mean I didn't come over, I didn't play like a maniac the whole thing? Tony, you saw the whole cards. I played like a maniac,
I mean, he
right?
also moved in with a 5-7.
I saw the 5-7 though.
5-7, king 5. I played like a maniac. See, the viewers at home don't get to see every hand. You saw every hand.
But the 5-7, I was getting.
They've all faced each other before and now know the moves that the others have pulled on them. This ain't gonna be pretty.
I was getting 2 to 1 of my money. I would have called with nearly anything.
I think you will call with nearly anything.
Call.
This is what the crowd pays to see.
Let's go.
Let's go. You don't want to raise 6,000 and see how quickly I re-raise or at least call you?
Center wheel of the 3-ring circus.
Check.
Bottom pair for Phil.
4.
All right, you got me. Here we go again. Here we go again.
What's going on?
Come down this way. Wow.
Well, they've both got pretty weak hands here, but betting a call.
I got my usual nothing. I never have anything against you, double.
Can Dave get Phil off this hand?
10.
Phil would hate to
See,
call
Andy, I
it
limped in
wrong.
to trap him again. I think he hit another. I think he sucked out on me again, Andy.
Phil has imaginary friends.
But I also know that he was going to call a raise.
Have I got anybody under you?
So it was a double context. It was a, let's trap Devilfish. If he raises, I'm going to at least call, of course, as you can see.
How much do you pay in psychiatric bills a year? That's what I want.
It's therapy. I have to work.
Phil has made the incorrect fold. It was a great bet by Devilfish. He's kept the momentum. He's now using his chips. He's obviously not going to change gears. He still had a lot of outs there, but it was a brave bet by the Devilfish.
Devilfish out front. And lovely that we played a couple hands already, and nobody in desperate shape. Everybody keeping themselves in it.
Yeah, everyone's still totally in this.
Pass.
In fact, you know when I was doing the commentary on your game yesterday?
Yeah.
Jesse said it's unbelievable because I kept telling him what he was going to do and he did it.
7.
It's scary, though.
Call.
I tell you, for the amount of times that Hellmuth has been raising and talking, he's actually picked up some pretty good hands already.
Yeah, he has been a bit of a human card rack over the last few heats, and it's going to be interesting to see what the flop brings here.
Check.
Is that about controlling pot size?
Check.
Yeah, I think so.
You showed a lot of weakness there, Fish. Careful with those cards.
12.
Well, once again, he's read it right. Fish did show a lot of weakness. Now,
Has he read it right, or is he just throwing a taunt out to unseat the fish? Well, he's right anyway, isn't he?
unless Fish raises, he's read it right. But there we go. Very interesting.
25.
12 plus 13, and now Phil is going to have to back his judgment. The fish is going to challenge him.
Well, this is great play from the fish, but let's see what Phil's got in the tank here. This is a fascinating hand.
And he's flicking his chips. He's breathing faster. Does not look comfortable.
Yeah, that body language says he's done.
Okay. Yep. I'll be interested what you have to say here, Andy. Because if he re-raised me, it was before the flop.
Well, what
So
I
I
have
hope
to
he has
say,
kings.
Phil, here is I
That's
think
what I'm
this is a weak part of your game. I know we're talking at the highest levels.
Pass.
Go on, the
I hope
devilfish!
you have the kings, though.
Twice now, Andy.
No, I hope he does, because that was my best hand of the day, and if he re-raised me, I was all in right away. I finally had a hand I was pushing with.
It's a match made in heaven, or perhaps not so high up. On one side, the original poker brat, Phil Hellmuth, with more bracelets than anyone. On the other side, it's Britain's hard man, the Hull's devilfish Elliott. These two can't wait to outdo each other. The fish is definitely come in here with a lot of
I have a
focus.
feeling that's just
You could
round
say
one.
that the fact that Hellmuth has done all this raising is for naught, because he has the same kind of chips, but he's created a lot of table image, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
Call.
Call?
He's created a lot of table image, but these players are no fools.
Call.
Ian Fraser with the limp in and the ace-queen.
Pass.
Hellmuth follows suit.
You could have made it 12,000.
Again, you know, I'm not really sure why Ian Fraser's
Oh.
just limping in here. He's given a lot of players a free flop, and there's a lot of flops could come down, and he'd find himself in trouble here.
Pass.
I can tell you why. He hates eighth queen like the plague.
Melbourne Cup. It's the biggest horse race.
Is it?
It's the biggest horse race in Melbourne.
Don't be doing any money
Check.
here.
Check.
A couple players have
In the
something.
world.
No, it's not the
6.
biggest.
Yeah, well, Hellmuth is definitely at
What
least
about
going to
those-
call
There's
this.
the Derby over
I
here,
don't think.
isn't
I think
there?
the English Derby is a bit bigger.
What about the Kentucky Derby?
That's
I mean,
only
I've gone to that the last
6,000.
few years.
Pass. Pass.
How should
Six
it,
to call.
Phil, play this?
Yeah, the
Six
Kentucky.
from
he's
my
gonna
friend.
just
I don't
call
think
it.
matches up to the English Derby and the
How
Kentucky.
much does my friend have
If
left
he
over
jack
there?
queen or something like that, he might raise. But he's got the
66.
ignorant end of the straight draw,
That's where it gets.
so I think
All right,
he's just going to
you.
call.
I just call you.
If you decide
Try and
to
win a big
travel
pot.
I'm going to check you, Tony. I checked.
Six or
travel
jack
my
is what
way,
Hellmuth
take the
needs.
highway, it's the best.
Checked.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
Nah, if Tony bets it, it's a nice
Well.
follow-through bet. He's kept his composure. The
12
ace hasn't
times.
scared him.
Is Phil getting odds here to call?
Not really. I don't think he's getting odds to call.
Get your kicks.
Can he get paid off if
All right.
he hits?
Well, he's
I
called.
think that ace
It's a
is
slightly too small bet, maybe.
good.
He's thinking of implied
That's
odds here.
Is he planning to bluff on the river, perhaps?
Possibly that's another option. Well, now he's got
Check.
enough to check. They're both going to check.
Sevens.
What have you got?
Seven.
Don't be
Sevens.
ashamed. Just
He
show
got
it.
7-8.
You
Seven,
had
eight.
an open
Is
under,
it
right?
7-8?
And
Suited, yeah.
Devilfish, quick as a flash goes. He's got 7-8. That shows how good these players
You haven't
are.
seen my hand if
Yeah.
you want.
No
That's what
messing
I mean.
around.
I said I had
If you say
seven.
it, I believe you. Yeah, I understand.
And a good follow-through bet from Tony G. I
Chasing
reckon,
me, chasing me.
unless Phil was prepared to bluff at the end, I didn't think that was a great call.
Right.
I should have raised you. That was a misplay.
You fancy me?
Should have raised you
Come
when
on,
the ace
chasing
popped up.
Vicky. Chasing Vicky. She's the one. You played it well. You played
No.
it perfect. You
Should've
played it
raised.
like a set. You thought you might have won. You put
I
on
was
Queen
betting
Jack,
if the straight
right?
hit. I was betting if the straight hit because I don't think you like the
You're
way hand
hoping I have
counted.
Queen Jack, and you win.
23,000. I saw Fish bet the 25 when he made this straight.
Oh, I called it like an absolute slot machine.
Called
didn't
it
I?
right
Straight
away.
away. I played out.
So I already had my bet designed. It was
Yeah,
maybe 18,000, which I
we just had to hit. That's all. It's easy.
Well, the standings reflect what's going on at the table. Devilfish Elliott